I think the simple is the hardest. We get ourselves so complex so quickly that we forget the simple, like blocks or hats or
right.
and I know
Markers
that
and paper.
yeah, and you have to find, like in an art museum, then when you go into a more dark museum, as you call it, how do you do that? And I think you have to look at the core things. So I remember when I first started working in art museums, I would hear docents go around and they would talk about the person who owned it or all of this extraneous stuff. And I said, but we're looking at something where this woman just cut off this man's head and is standing there, you know.
And proud as could be.
And we're not talking about that. That's the elephant in the room we won't talk about. So we're not talking about these issues of power and passion and all of the things that are going on in these artworks, or even in the more subtle, you know, kind of works where it's kind of head art in a sense, or conceptual art. That we're not talking about the real stuff, we're just talking around stuff all the time. And so if we start to put some questions out there that just say, why is she proud she cut the head off? And then have people talk about it. It would at least engage. We're not touching anything. I mean, people get so worried in art museums that if we have some fun, they might touch something. And I think you can send all the right cues, but also tell them that, well, let's do minds on. There's hands on, there's minds on. And I don't think we're doing enough in some of those museums to really engage people in minds on work.